What's going on, people? Good morning or afternoon. It's real cloudy over here in Southern California today. Today is the radio station is called West Coast Wednesday over here. Mm. I want to talk to you guys about. I know I did a walk around on the truck. I'm trying to give you guys little tips on what to look for. But I want to give you guys some more information. Now, I'm just talking about Freightliners. Don't know what a Mack truck has, what a Cummins engine. I don't know what they require. I know what a Freightliner requires, and the reason why I'm making this video is because another friend called me up last night and was asking me if I can go check out his truck, and he got the truck with I believe it was 300,000 miles and some change, while the truck is up to 700,000. And I asked him, have you done an overhead on it? An overhead is not much. All they do is just take the valve cover off the engine, and they just tighten everything up. Like a tune-up. Like a tune-up for a car. That's what they do to the trucks. They just make sure everything's intact, and they torque everything down, and they also they call it what do they call it, the bearing tune-up on the bottom of the motor. The bearing tune-up. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, the bearing tune-up. And same thing, they tighten everything down there. And if you do that, you don't have to do it every year. It's recommended for you to do the top of the motor every year, just to check it. But I do it every 2.5, 3 years, especially the bottom of the motor, the bearings. I do that. I do that a lot. Not a lot, but I do it every 2.5, 3 years. And if you do that, believe me, your truck will last you forever. Other than the oils on your truck, differential, tranny, motor oil, and the coolant. Uh, I forgot to explain, what the cooling does in the system. The cooling goes into the EGR, and then it goes into the turbo. If you flush your coolant every year, you'll be good to go. Give it a full flush, and the way you flush it is you get under the radiator. There should be a drain plug down there. You drain it. You tighten it back up. You put a water hose in there. You fill it up. You turn the truck on for about, I say, 2 minutes. You drain it again. You do that until just water comes out of the coolant, because the first time you do the flush on the coolant, not all the coolant is going to come out. It's some of the coolant will stay in the turbo, mm, and some will still stay in the EGR coolant. So that's why you got to flush it real good. But needless to say, uh, got another friend, and this is why friend number one called me, because friend number two, his shit blew out. His truck took a dump. Why they take a dump? Because they don't take care of their trucks. you got to remember when you fix your trucks, not like you got to fix them every year, but you do have to take care of your truck. If you don't take care of your truck's not going to take care of you. It's like, if you don't eat properly, you're going to fall out, something's going to happen to you, So, same thing with the truck. If you don't take care of it, it's not going to take care of you. So, anyways, I talked to the other trucker. His motor, it was done last week. Just went out on him, and I went to talk to him. And, I feel for him. You know, feel for him. I don't like to see any truck driver broken down because we're all trying to make a living. And he's down and out, and he's ready to give up on life. He claims this is all he knows is trucking, and whenever your truck breaks down and you feel down and out, the best medicine to take you off that mindset is to look at somebody else that's doing worse than you. And believe me, there's always a person that's doing worse than you. And these guys, they know what I've been through. I had a truck, the engine blew out on it. I had another truck, they totaled it. But and of course, they knew my story, so their cleanup was, well, yeah, Victor, but you had another truck, to jump into, or you had other trucks, to keep making money. That's not the case. I mean, yeah, I did, but regardless, if your truck breaks down, it's not the end of the world. You just got to keep pushing. It happens. It happens. Uh, I try to tell everybody, before you chase the money, fix that truck. You know, make sure your truck is in top notch. If it's in top notch, you'll never lose. But some just want to run their trucks like, their company trucks. Like the truck doesn't need anything. And that's not the way to run the trucks. You got to maintain them trucks. And that's what I was telling them. It's not the end of the world. You might not have the money right now, but you're leased onto a company. So why don't you go talk to the company and see if the company will front you the money and, deduct some payments weekly off your pay. So this morning he calls me up and he took my advice. He went and talked to the company, and the company was more than willing to front him the money and fix his truck and deduct $100 off his check weekly. So there's always a remedy to every solution. It's just you gotta have an open mind. When it hits the fan, you gotta have an open mind what it is that you have to do. Whether you have a maintenance account or not. Uh, there's always a solution to a problem. You just gotta chill out, take a deep breath, drink a cup of coffee, and there's always something to do. You can't just give up because of a breakdown. Yeah, breakdowns they're heartbreaking, but it happens. Like I said, I've had two trucks, that I thought, it was the end of the world. Well, my first truck, when it took a dump, when my engine went out on it, I thought it was the end of the world, but I didn't think of that until the truck got fixed, and when my other truck got totaled, it was just well, let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can get this fixed. This truck cannot be. We gotta substitute this truck and keep this money rolling in because we need to pay this, and this, and that. So it's not the end of the world, fellas. It's just you have to sit back and relax and explore your options. A breakdown is it's bad, but there's a solution to it. So I'm just blabbering right now. Just thought I share that with you guys. Uh, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I helped somebody out mentally. Have a good day. We'll see you on our next video.